Alright guys, welcome back to another airdrops video, and today's video is very important. Today we're going to dive into the Solana ecosystem, and I have an exact guide on how you can farm the airdrop in the Solana ecosystem. We've got multiple choices. I also have a very specific strategy which I will be using after this video, so I want to share it with you. This will be a very important video. If you are on the Solana ecosystem or you look to invest in Solana, now it's the time to double down, watch the whole video, interact, use the strategy, and I wish you the best of luck. First of all, before we get started, for people that actually were staking SOL, as I was suggesting in the previous videos, you may be eligible for this party token. Make sure to give it a look, check it out. Maybe you are eligible for that. Okay, so go check it out. Now, before we get started, if you don't, want to do these routes, you can use an automatic airdrop farming service, which is Farm-based Pro. I'm affiliated with them. I will leave the link down below for it. You will pay $15 per month to farm, to make them farm for you automatically. And you also have choices for base, crawl, linear, and more chains. All right, that's all. Just want to mention it. You can also go for free, but every airdrop you receive, 75% will, be given to you, and the other 25% is going to be kept by the platform as a fee. Now, I want to move on. I want to talk about bridging in Solana. Now, one of the most important airdrops that you can actually farm right now, one of the best ones, in my opinion, is dBridge. dBridge is an amazing airdrop. Essentially, you can farm it, or you can just use it and get rewards in the future to get into Solana. So you want, for example, to get some money into the Solana ecosystem because you want to follow this guide. You select your chain, you select destination chain Solana, you deposit funds with 5 to 10 transactions in a month. Boom, you farm this, you get points, you will get an award when they launch with the Jupiter Launchpad. That's simple. Okay, so what we do after we have funds on Solana, how we played it out. This is my exact strategy that I'm going to be using. I have not done the steps because I was not at home in the past few days. So the first thing, 50% of our portfolio. Okay, this is the half of our allocation of our portfolio. Okay, this is the main part. If you have less than $1,000, you can skip this part and dive into the next part. But if you have more than $1,000 to use in the strategy, this is a good one. We get started by getting the MarginFi LST. So we'll go here on Mint. All right. That's the first step we want to do. And we get this LST. We mint their LST. All right. This is the first step. Then we go on Lend and deposit their LST over here. Their LST has 65% weight. So we can also then go and borrow SOL token at a lower, LTV, so you won't be able to borrow as much as if you deposited some other collateral with 100% weight. But keeping LST, minting LST of MarginFi is one of the best ways to farm it because they will probably give extra rewards for LST users, just like users that use their stablecoin when it gets released. All right, so that's what you want to do to get started. You mint the LST and you deposit it. Then you come over here and borrow as much SOL as you could possibly get. Now, you want to make sure that your health over here is around 50%, so you don't want to risk just too much. After you get this SOL, you go into Camino, which is the next platform. You go into borrow and sell, borrow and lend, and you deposit SOL. Right now, Solana has 5x boost on Camino points. All right, and you farm the season 2, which will be ending soon, but they will have a season 3, a season 4. The TVL of Camino is falling, and it's a nice opportunity to, get some extra rewards. All right, so this is route 1. This is for big wallets. If you are not a big wallet and have less than $1,000, then you only want to do the next steps. But if you also have a big wallet, more than $1,000, you also want to diversify. So the second route and one project that I'm looking into very heavily is Symmetry. So we open up the Symmetry platform, which I already have opened up. We go into Explore, and what we want to get is the Beyond LST. This LST gives you 50% more points than any other basket over here. So we want to go on Beyond LST, and we want to deposit USDC and get the basket LST. All right, that's all we want to do. It also has a very nice APY, and it also has exposure to Sanctum LSTs, which is very, very important. All right, guys, it's that simple. And you get the maximum amount of points you farm beyond, Symmetry very, very successfully. For Symmetry, you also don't need a lot of funds because the TVL is only 5.5 million. All right. Next, we want to deposit some funds on Parcel. All right. Parcel is a real estate platform. For Parcel, I have allocated a 10%, of your portfolio because the TVL of the platform is 10 times bigger than Symmetry. Also, it has a high potential for the future, but right now it's not one of the best airdrops to farm. So we try to just participate. All right. Also, if you want a bonus, you can use my code AeroGR. It will give you a 5% boost on every point that you farm. All right. So this is pretty much it. You just deposit USDC. Currently, I have not deposited any funds, and the reason is pretty simple. I already have made quite a lot of points for this season on Parcel, and I want to farm Camino more and MarginFi as well. So the 10% portfolio allocation for me was used like 30% of my portfolio for 1 month, and I got the points I needed. Sometimes I do that kind of rotation plays because I want to have to keep track only on 1 to 2 projects. All right, that's all. Another platform I really like is Clone Protocol. So Clone Protocol has a very novel utility, and I think it's going to be one of the best protocols to use, especially after they upgrade their platform. So essentially you can trade Arbitrum, Optimism, SUI, Doge, BNB, and Aptos on the Solana chain. So you can trade other tokens from another chain. So this is very, very nice. All right. And what we want to do is not risk our funds, but provide liquidity. All right. So that's all we want to do. We just want to get CLARB and, just provide liquidity with collateral. So that's all you want to do. You want to deposit USDC and boom, that's all you got to do. All right. And you can also borrow if you want to borrow, but you don't really need to. And that's pretty much all that you have to do. All right, pretty much. That's only the only thing you have to do. I allocated 5% of the portfolio because again, the TVL is really low. The platform is really new. I don't think they will tokenize very, very soon. So for now, only 5%. When Symmetry tokenizes, we will allocate probably a bigger percent to Clone Protocol, Parcel, and maybe Texture.fi, which is another airdrop that I highly suggest that you farm. Essentially what you do is lend your Solana and, let me show you my offers. I have lended 0.2 Solana for WIF, and, I'm getting some returns in around 2 days from now. And I also get those points. And if you come over here, if you click on this icon, you can come here and enter my referral code to get a 10% boost on your points. And that's pretty much it. I only have allocated 5% of portfolio here for Texture.fi because, again, the platform doesn't have a very high TVL. Competition is very, very low. You can get a very good ranking by just using a little bit of your portfolio. That's all. Another airdrop that I really think you should farm, and I think this is one of the best tokens in Solana. They kept their floor pretty well, and it's the main decentralized exchange of Solana, which is the Drift platform. And there are a couple of ways you can farm this airdrop. You can do trading, which I don't suggest doing anymore. You can provide liquidity, which is a nice passive way to do so. And you can also stake your drift. And by staking your drift, you can vote on proposals. You can, get a percentage of fees from the drift pair with USDC. And that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. What I actually do, because I don't want to have any exposure to tokens for now, I will deposit actually, because $4 is nothing for me. I will deposit some funds over here, borrow some other funds. Essentially, I will just copy and paste the procedure that I do with MarginFi. And I will probably deposit some kind of LST and borrow Solana and deposit it into Camino. So these two strategies could go hand in hand. If you don't want 50% of your portfolio in MarginFi, you can put 25% and the other 25% in Drift. Now, the final main route of airdrop for Solana is VSOL, HubSol, and Sanctum. So if you open up Solana Hub, you want to go into staking, then you want to go into liquid staking. Over here, select the vault. All right, and here select the Solana Hub validator. By doing that, you farm the vault, which is VSOL, but you use the Solana Hub validator. So you also farm Solana Hub. And only 2,000 wallets are currently ranking for this. It's very, very easy to participate in here. It's so easy. I don't know about the rewards, if they're going to be good or not, but only with a very small percentage, you can really play this, airdrop very, very nice. All right, so I really, really like it. Okay, it's a very nice play. And you get 3-in-1 airdrop participation. All right, so Sanctum was an airdrop that I heavily farmed, and they will be having a season 2. And also for people that keep their LSTs, they may give extra awards. So I want to be around their LSTs. I think they have made some kind of amazing work. If you have not created a Sanctum account, go and make sure to do one. Also, if you are a big player and you want some exposure to restaking, I would highly suggest that you go and deposit on SOL layer. Right now, I have deposited 0.88 BSOL. So because I got BSOL through the Solana Hub, you can see here Sol Blaze with Solana Hub. I also farm the Solana Hub, the SOL layer, and the BSOL airdrops. So it's a 3-in-1 again. Amazing play. Just love it. Switchboard. If you deposit on MarginFi, if you deposit on Symmetry, if you deposit on Camino and Clone and Drift, there is a high possibility that you get exposure to Switchboard orbs. It's oracles that give price feeds. So especially with Symmetry, you also get Switch orb points passively without having to deposit any more funds anywhere else. And that's a very nice airdrop multiplier. Just want to let you know that there is this possibility of getting something more. Now, Meteora, they will be airdropping 10% of their supply, nothing huge. And, in general, you just want to deposit on their DLLM pools. That's the main thing. You want to deposit with size, make fees, get points. That's all. I'm not actively farming it. Again, they don't have a very big TVL. You could go in with $100 to $1,000. I'm just giving it as a bonus for bigger wallets. It's a very lucrative airdrop, but right now I'm not in the phase of, using these, so I'm just keeping it. But, I'm telling you, if you have liquidity, make sure to put a position up there as well. Now, if you are very good at farming or actually trading, trading, I think you should use the PhotonSol platform as well as the other platforms. I'm not good at trading. I made a good trade, but I'm losing everything else right now. So yeah, and you can farm points here, using PhotonSol. Every week they've got like some kind of new tasks which you can go and do. They've got also some social tasks which you can go and do, and they don't even verify these tasks. They will be doing an airdrop very soon, so yeah, make sure to give it a look. Like, I mean, it's going to be fine, and you can do some trades, get some points. That's pretty much it. It's not that hard. I don't think also there is a lot of competition in here. All right, so yeah, you could give it a look, especially if you are a good trader. I think it's going to be very nice and a very lucrative airdrop opportunity. Now, a lot of people have a lot of points, but these are mostly older users. I still think that you can qualify for some kind of nice airdrop, so would highly suggest that you give it a look. All right, that's all. So what else? 2 free airdrops, IONET and Grass. So for Grass, you want to download their platform and create an account, verify your email, connect your Solana wallet. I've talked about it in the past video and in another like 10 videos. I don't want to talk about it again. Make sure to interact. It's a passive airdrop. I think it's going to cook. Give it a look. Now, IONET has some social quests. You want to go and complete the social engagement season 3, and they will be updating it. You also want to get these awards here. There's a lot of participation, but you can still make $10 to $50 from it. IONET price is pretty strong, I've got to say. So yeah, make sure to do the tasks. Why not? I mean, it's free money. It takes like a minute or two. So go do it. So that's pretty much it for Solana. I think Solana airdrops have a very high potential, especially in the long term. What I really like about Solana is that everything is kind of centralized in a way. You don't have to farm multiple networks. There are not a lot of applications to farm. There's this, that. It's mostly providing liquidity or doing trading. So yeah, it's good. I think it's very nice. So give them a look. Tell me what you think about it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.